The Lemurian planet was quiet, almost too quiet. Its surface was dotted with strange crystal towers that glowed softly under the twin suns. But inside the cities, fear filled the air. The Karath Empire had attacked without warning. Ships burned in the skies, and the Lemurians ran for cover. Among them, a young scientist named Arya Voss watched the destruction and knew that her people might not survive another day. In a small control room, Arya and her colleagues worked frantically at their communication hub. They sent messages in every direction, hoping someone would hear them. Their voices shook as they recorded pleas for help, explaining the Karath's merciless attack. Every second felt heavy. The Karath ships grew closer, firing energy beams that lit up the sky. Arya knew they had little time left. Far away, in the orbit around Earth, Commander Alex Mason was checking routine scans of space from his station. The signal hit his instruments suddenly. At first, he thought it was a glitch, a faint echo from a distant star. But as he adjusted the sensors, he realized it was a call for help. The voice was desperate, full of fear, and coming from a far corner of the galaxy. His curiosity turned to concern. Alex was not the type to ignore a cry for help. He called his friend and co-pilot, Liam Carter, who had a knack for decoding unusual signals. Liam listened carefully and confirmed Alex's suspicion. "This is not just noise," Liam said. "It's intelligent. Someone is asking for help." Their eyes met, both understanding the weight of the discovery. They were hearing the first distress call from an alien civilization. The thought was both thrilling and terrifying. Alex immediately contacted the United Earth Council. The council chamber was filled with experts, politicians, and scientists. Screens showed the faint signal as Alex explained what they had found. The council members whispered among themselves, unsure of what to do. Dr. Olivia Bennett, a well-respected scientist, stood and spoke clearly. She urged the council to respond. She said that ignoring the plea could mean the extinction of a species and could change the balance of power in the galaxy. Her words were calm but firm, carrying weight. The council argued. Some members worried that Earth was not ready for interstellar conflict. Others feared provoking the Karath Empire. Alex listened quietly, then spoke with determination. "We have the technology. We have the skill. If we do nothing, who will answer when someone else cries for help?" His words resonated with the room. After hours of debate, the council agreed to prepare a rescue mission. The decision was made: humanity would answer the call. Meanwhile, Arya and the Lemurians continued their desperate struggle. Their cities were under siege, and they had little hope. But the faint glimmer of a reply, somewhere far away, gave them a spark of courage. They worked to strengthen defenses, not knowing if help would actually arrive. Back on Earth, Alex began assembling a team. Liam was joined by Mia Lawson, a tactical officer with years of experience in high-risk missions, and Ethan Brooks, a skilled medical officer. Together, they studied the signal and traced it to the Lemurian system. Every detail mattered. They needed to know what they would face before they set out. Supplies, weapons, starship systems, all were checked meticulously. They knew the journey would be dangerous, but the mission was clear: save the Lemurians, no matter the cost. As the Horizon, their starship, prepared to launch, Alex reflected on the enormity of the task. They were venturing into unknown space, against an enemy whose power was feared across the galaxy. But he also felt a quiet pride. Humanity had the courage to help, to take risks for the sake of others. It was in moments like this that Alex realized the true potential of his species. The launch sequence began. Engines roared to life, and the Horizon lifted off the Earth's surface, leaving the planet behind. As the ship moved into faster-than-light travel, Alex and his team watched the stars stretch into lines of light. Somewhere out there, the Lemurians waited, hoping for salvation. Humanity had answered the call, and the galaxy would soon witness a power it had never imagined. The story of courage, hope, and determination had just begun, and no one could predict how far it would reach. The United Earth Council was quiet after the decision to send a rescue mission. Screens showed the distant Lemurian system, a small planet under siege, and the council members waited anxiously for updates. Dr. Olivia Bennett explained the strategy. They needed a careful plan. The Karath were powerful and dangerous. A direct attack could be disastrous, but clever tactics and speed could make a difference. Commander Alex Mason gathered his team on the horizon, the starship chosen for the mission. Liam Carter checked the communications and navigation systems. Mia Lawson reviewed tactical plans and potential threats. Ethan Brooks studied medical equipment and prepared for possible injuries. Each member understood the dangers ahead. Despite the fear, there was a sense of purpose and determination among them. Alex spoke to the team quietly, but with clear authority. We are going to a place where no human has ever gone. We may face enemies we cannot imagine, but we also have the chance to save lives. We cannot fail. His words settled the team. Each member knew their skills mattered and that they would rely on each other to survive. Back on the Lemurian planet, Arya Voss and her fellow scientists worked tirelessly. They tried to keep the city's energy shields up, repair damaged communication towers, and protect civilians. Fear was constant, but hope came in the form of distant sensors picking up signals from the horizon. They did not know what humans would do, but the very possibility that someone might come for them sparked courage. The horizon began its journey, moving quickly through space. Alex monitored the route, careful to avoid known Karath patrols. Liam analyzed data from the distress signal, identifying weak points in the enemy's surveillance and calculating the safest path. Mia prepared tactical maps, showing potential combat scenarios. The crew trained, running drills to ensure that every action was precise and coordinated. During the long hours of travel, conversations happened in quiet moments. Ethan shared stories of previous missions and the lessons learned about teamwork and trust. Liam discussed inventions and science projects from Earth, while Mia spoke about her training in space defense. Alex listened, occasionally joining in. These small moments reminded everyone why they were human and what they were protecting. Life, freedom, and hope. As the horizon entered the outer edge of the Lemurian system, sensors picked up signs of the Karath fleet. Ships larger than any humans had built patrolled the area. The crew tensed but did not panic. Alex took a deep breath and issued commands. We stick to the plan. We use speed and intelligence, not brute force. Our mission is to help, not to fight unnecessarily. The crew nodded, ready for what was coming. Meanwhile, Arya Voss received a coded message from one of the Lemurian scouts. It warned of a major Karath attack heading straight for the city. The scientists worked faster, reinforcing the shields and moving civilians to safe areas. Every second counted. Hope mingled with fear, and the faint signal from the horizon became their lifeline. They believed humans might actually arrive, though it seemed almost impossible. Alex and his team prepared for first contact. Liam activated translation systems to communicate with the Lemurians. Mia reviewed combat procedures, though they hoped not to use them. Ethan made final checks of medical systems, ready to treat injuries. Alex looked at the team and said, "No matter what happens, we do our best. We protect life and show that humans care. That's our strength." As the horizon approached the Lemurian planet, the crew could see the damage from the Karath assault. Cities were in ruins, fires burned across landscapes, and alien ships were everywhere. The humans stayed calm, knowing their training and preparation would guide them. In the distance, faint lights blinked on, signals from the Lemurians, guiding them to the safest entry points. Hope was no longer just an idea, it was action. The horizon would reach the planet, humans would meet the Lemurians, and the galaxy would witness courage that came not from fearlessness, but from determination and unity. The story of humans stepping into danger to help others had begun, and the next moments would test every skill, every decision, and every heart on board the horizon. The horizon moved steadily through the edge of Karath space. Stars stretched past the viewport as the ship traveled faster than light. Commander Alex Mason and his team remained alert. Every sensor reading could mean danger. Every signal could be a trap. Liam Carter monitored communications carefully, decoding alien transmissions and watching for unusual patterns. The Karath were clever and ruthless, But the humans relied on intelligence, not just weapons. Mia Lawson studied tactical maps, pointing out areas where the Karath had set ambushes. She guided the horizon through asteroid fields and regions of unstable energy. Each maneuver was precise, a dance through danger. Alex trusted her instincts completely. He knew that human adaptability and creativity could overcome even the most difficult challenges. Ethan Brooks kept busy in the medical bay. He reviewed alien physiology reports from the Lemurian data. Though the humans hoped for a peaceful mission, Ethan prepared for the worst. He examined supplies, ran simulations, and prepared for emergency treatment. His calm presence reassured the crew, reminding them that preparation could save lives. During quieter moments, the crew shared stories of Earth. Liam spoke about cities filled with lights and people from all cultures working together. Mia shared experiences of training in Earth's orbit and dealing with emergencies in harsh conditions. Ethan described his work helping disaster victims on Earth. Alex listened and added tales from his own missions, emphasizing teamwork, courage, and human perseverance. These conversations helped the crew remain calm and focused, even as danger approached. As the horizon entered Karath-controlled territory, sensors detected enemy ships. Massive Karath warships patrolled the area, their weapons glowing ominously. The crew stayed silent, watching every movement. Alex issued commands with careful precision. "We move quietly, avoid unnecessary conflict, and reach the Lemurians safely. Our goal is rescue, not battle." Despite the plan, danger was unavoidable. Small Karath fighters attacked, trying to stop the horizon. Liam and Mia worked together to evade them, using speed, shields, and clever maneuvers. Each encounter was a test of skill and teamwork. The crew realized that while humans were smaller and fewer than the Karath, their ingenuity and cooperation gave them an advantage. Inside the horizon, Alex reviewed strategy. He knew that reaching the Lemurians would not be enough. They needed to protect the planet long enough for its inhabitants to survive and rebuild. Plans were revised constantly, taking into account new data from sensors and alien transmissions. Every decision mattered. One mistake could be fatal. Meanwhile, on the Lemurian planet, Arya Voss and her team worked tirelessly to hold back the Karath. They repaired shields, guided civilians to safety, and kept communication lines open. The faint signals from the horizon inspired them, but fear was never far. The enemy was powerful and time was running out. Still, the Lemurians hoped that humans could make the difference their own technology could not. The horizon encountered more complex hazards: energy storms, gravitational anomalies, and automated defense drones left behind by the Karath. Each challenge tested human resourcefulness. Liam modified systems on the fly, Mia adjusted tactics, Ethan kept the team healthy and alert, and Alex coordinated everything with calm precision. Their combined effort allowed the ship to move forward while minimizing damage and risk. As the horizon drew closer to the Lemurian system, tension grew. The crew could see the planet in the distance, glowing under twin suns. Signs of destruction were clear from orbit. Cities in flames, ships wrecked, and strange energy flares signaling active Karath weapons. Alex knew that the moment of first contact was approaching. The humans had prepared, but the true test of their courage and skill was about to begin. The crew felt a mix of anticipation and determination. This was the moment they had trained for, the reason humanity was capable of great deeds. Alex spoke to his team one last time before entering orbit. "Remember, we are here to protect life. Trust each other, trust your skills, and we will succeed. Our actions will show the galaxy the true strength of humanity." The horizon entered the planet's orbit, ready for the rescue mission, and the story of courage, ingenuity, and hope moved closer to its next chapter. The horizon entered the Lemurian system slowly, scanning every asteroid and debris field for danger. Commander Alex Mason watched the viewports as shattered ships and burning fragments drifted silently in space. The Karath fleet was still present, larger than expected, patrolling the area around the Lemurian homeworld. Each ship was armed with deadly weapons, and their movement was precise, indicating advanced coordination. Alex knew they had to be careful. Mia Lawson plotted a careful course through the outer asteroids, using them as cover to avoid detection. "We can use the terrain to our advantage," she said, pointing to the display. Liam Carter adjusted the sensors to focus on energy signatures, highlighting gaps in the Korath patrol patterns. "We have a small window," he said, "but if we move fast and stay quiet, we can reach the planet undetected." Ethan Brooks prepared for any injuries or accidents. The medical bay was stocked with supplies, and simulations were running for various scenarios. He reviewed Lemurian physiology and potential Korath weapon effects. While humans were strong, the alien environment and weapons could present unknown dangers. His calm presence reassured the crew, reminding them that preparation could save lives. The Horizon began its approach, moving carefully yet swiftly. Suddenly, sensors picked up a patrol ship that had detected the Horizon's presence. Alarms blared as the crew prepared for evasive action. Alex remained calm, issuing precise commands. "Evasive maneuvers. Stick to the plan. Keep moving. Our mission is rescue, not combat unless absolutely necessary." The Horizon dodged energy blasts and narrowly avoided collisions with asteroids. Liam adjusted shields to absorb impacts while Mia guided the ship through complex maneuvers. The Korath patrol followed, persistent and relentless. The team realized that reaching the planet would not be easy. They would need to use every skill, every ounce of human ingenuity to succeed. Meanwhile, on the Lemurian planet, Arya Voss and her colleagues continued to strengthen defenses. They repaired energy shields, moved civilians to underground shelters, and coordinated with scattered scouts. The Korath forces were advancing steadily, leaving little time for preparation. Still, the faint hope of human arrival inspired them to keep fighting, knowing that help might be near. The Horizon faced another challenge, a region of unstable gravitational anomalies that made navigation dangerous. Sensors fluctuated, warning of potential collision. Mia recalculated the route, and Liam modified thrusters to stabilize the ship. Alex held steady, giving clear directions. Every second required focus. One wrong move could send the Horizon spinning into the void. As they cleared the anomaly, the crew spotted a Korath assault fleet moving toward the planet's surface. It was larger and more organized than anticipated. The Horizon's mission was no longer just to reach the planet. They needed to create a diversion to draw attention away from the Lemurians. Alex and Mia quickly devised a plan. Using the Horizon's advanced stealth systems and high-speed maneuvers, they would engage the enemy in a precise distraction, minimizing risk to civilians. The crew executed the plan with precision. The Horizon darted through enemy lines, evading fire while activating decoy signals. Korath ships responded, attempting to intercept. Liam monitored energy signatures and relayed critical updates. Ethan stayed ready in case of injuries. Alex led with calm authority, coordinating every move to protect life above all else. Their strategy worked. Several Korath ships were diverted, and the path to the planet opened. Arya and the Lemurians watched from the planet below as strange objects moved in orbit. They could not see the humans directly, but the effect of their arrival was clear. Enemy ships diverted, and for the first time in weeks, a sliver of hope appeared. Civilians dared to move more freely, repairing infrastructure and preparing to welcome the unknown rescuers. Despite their success, the Horizon crew remained vigilant. They knew the Korath were clever and would adapt quickly. Alex gathered the team. "We have reached the system, but the danger is far from over. We move next with care. Our next steps must be precise, coordinated, and fast. Remember, we protect life first. This is why humanity is strong." The crew nodded, understanding the gravity of their mission. As the Horizon entered low orbit above the Lemurian cities, the full scale of destruction became clear. Fires burned, structures were shattered, and alien energy weapons continued to strike. But the arrival of humans had changed the battle. For the first time, the Lemurians felt that rescue was possible. The Horizon prepared for descent, ready to make contact, ready to demonstrate the courage and ingenuity that humanity could bring to the galaxy. The story of the human response was entering its most critical phase, and every action from this point forward would determine the fate of an entire civilization. The horizon hovered above the Lemurian homeworld, its engines quiet but ready. Commander Alex Mason peered through the viewport at the city below. Fires burned in sections of the city, but energy shields flickered, showing where the Lemurians had managed to hold back the worst attacks. The scale of destruction was immense, yet hope lingered because help had arrived. Alex signaled to Liam Carter, who activated the translation system. Messages could now be sent directly to the Lemurians. A small group of scouts responded, surprised and cautious. They guided the horizon to a safe landing area away from the Karatha's immediate attention. Arya Voss and her team hurried to the location, hearts pounding. They had little idea what to expect from these strange rescuers, but the possibility of survival ignited courage within them. The horizon descended slowly, engines humming softly. Alex stepped onto the landing deck, followed by Liam, Mia Lawson, and Ethan Brooks. The Lemurians, small and delicate, approached with curiosity and fear. Arya stepped forward, her voice shaking slightly. Through the translator, she said, You came for us?" Alex nodded, keeping his tone calm and reassuring. "We are here to help. Your people are not alone." The words, simple but powerful, brought relief to the Lemurians. They had waited for rescue, and now it had arrived in the form of humans who were ready to fight for life, not conquest. Liam set up communication equipment to link the horizon with the city's remaining control centers. Arya and her colleagues shared information about Karath positions, shield strengths, and safe zones for civilians. Ethan assisted the Lemurians in treating injuries caused by energy blasts and structural collapse. His medical knowledge proved invaluable, quickly stabilizing many who had been injured. Mia worked with tactical displays, planning the next steps. She showed the Lemurians areas where humans could intercept Karath ships, create diversions, and protect vital infrastructure. The Lemurians watched closely, learning quickly. Their trust in the humans grew as they realized that this team was organized, skilled, and determined. Despite their careful planning, the Karath had noticed the horizon's presence. Smaller attack ships moved to intercept. Alex and Mia coordinated defensive maneuvers, using the city's energy shields and terrain as cover. The humans were fast and intelligent, outmaneuvering the Karath in ways the aliens had not expected. Their strategy was clear: protect the planet and give the Lemurians a chance to survive. Arya watched from the ground as humans directed defensive actions from orbit and on the surface. She felt a mixture of awe and gratitude. Humans were not like other species she had encountered. They did not just react. They adapted, created solutions on the fly, and risked themselves for others. This was a kind of strength the Lemurians had not known existed. As the first real engagement began, Karath fighters approached the city, firing weapons that lit up the sky. The horizon responded with careful precision, using non-lethal means where possible to disable enemy craft and protect civilians. Liam calculated energy flows to create temporary barriers, while Mia coordinated with the city's shields. Ethan remained ready for any casualties, moving quickly to treat those in need. The humans' arrival turned the tide. The Karath ships were confused, forced to defend against attacks they had not anticipated. The Lemurians, emboldened, repaired vital systems, moved people to safety, and began to fight in coordination with the humans. Together, they became more than the sum of their parts. By the end of the first engagement, several Karath ships had been disabled or forced to retreat. The city, though damaged, had survived the initial attack. The Lemurians celebrated cautiously, knowing more challenges lay ahead. Alex gathered his team, speaking to both humans and Lemurians through the translator system. "This is just the beginning. We will protect your people, but we must work together. Our strength comes from unity, courage, and determination." Arya nodded, feeling hope for the first time in what felt like forever. The humans had arrived, not as conquerors but as allies. Their skills, intelligence, and compassion had already changed the situation. Together, humans and Lemurians prepared for the battles to come, ready to defend their world and show the galaxy what courage and cooperation could achieve. The first contact was a success, and the story of human ingenuity and heroism was beginning to shine brightly in the stars. The horizon hovered above the Lemurian cities as the Korath fleet regrouped. Commander Alex Mason knew that the next battle would test every skill the humans and Lemurians possessed. He gathered his team, reviewing strategies and possible contingencies. Liam Carter worked on the sensors, tracking enemy movements, while Mia Lawson coordinated defenses with the Lemurian leaders. Ethan Brooks prepared for an increase in casualties, stocking medical units and running emergency simulations. The Korath launched their main assault fleet, massive ships moving in perfect formation toward the planet. Energy beams streaked across the sky, striking buildings and energy shields. Civilians ran to underground shelters, guided by Lemurian coordinators and the humans on the ground. Alex remained calm, issuing commands that balanced offense and defense. "We protect civilians first. Disable enemy ships when possible, but avoid unnecessary risk. Our goal is life, not destruction." The humans and Lemurians fought side by side. Mia directed small strike teams in high-speed craft, dodging enemy fire while disabling weapon systems. Liam calculated energy flows, helping to overload Korath shields at critical points. Ethan treated injuries quickly, moving from one crisis to the next with calm efficiency. On the ground, Arya Voss and her team coordinated repairs to energy generators and helped evacuate civilians to safer zones. The battle was intense. The Korath were relentless, using advanced tactics and superior firepower. But the humans' ingenuity proved decisive. Alex ordered small, coordinated strikes that exploited weaknesses in the Korath formation. Liam developed a temporary energy field to deflect blasts, while Mia led daring maneuvers that disrupted enemy targeting. Together, they created confusion and forced enemy ships to retreat or be disabled. Arya watched in awe as humans adapted to each situation, improvising solutions in real time. The Lemurians learned quickly, contributing by reinforcing shields, guiding civilians, and coordinating with the humans. The combination of human courage and Lemurian knowledge began to turn the tide of the battle. Despite initial successes, the Korath flagship approached massive and heavily armed. Its presence struck fear even in seasoned soldiers. Alex analyzed its energy output and coordinated with Mia to develop a precise attack. Liam calculated the optimal moment to strike, while Ethan stood ready in case of injuries. Alex addressed the team calmly. "This is our moment. Precision, timing, and teamwork will win this. Trust yourselves and each other." The strike began. The horizon and Lemurian defenses coordinated perfectly. Energy beams were redirected, enemy weapons disabled, and critical systems on the flagship targeted. The humans' understanding of tactics and their ability to improvise proved decisive. After a tense struggle, the flagship's shields failed, and it was forced to retreat, leaving smaller Korath vessels in disarray. The Lemurians cheered cautiously, knowing the battle was not yet over but grateful for the humans' leadership and courage. Civilians were safe and vital infrastructure had survived the assault. Alex gathered the team, speaking to both humans and Lemurians. "We have proven that courage, intelligence, and unity can overcome even the strongest forces. Stay vigilant, protect life, and work together. This is what makes humans strong." As the sun set over the Lemurian cities, the horizon remained in orbit, ready for any further attacks. Arya and her people worked to repair damage and reinforce defenses. The humans had shown that they were not conquerors but allies. Their ingenuity, bravery, and determination had not only saved lives, but had also inspired a species to hope again. The battle had shifted, and the story of human courage was now a shining beacon in the galaxy, ready to face whatever challenges awaited next. The battle had reached its peak. The Korath fleet was in chaos after the humans' clever maneuvers and the Lemurians' quick adaptations. Commander Alex Mason watched from the horizon as enemy ships struggled to maintain formation. Sensors indicated that the flagship was retreating but still dangerous. The humans knew that a decisive action was needed to ensure the safety of the planet and its people. Alex gathered his team. "We have an opportunity to end this battle. Liam, calculate the flagship's weak points. Mia, coordinate with the Lemurians to create a precise strike plan. "Ethan, be ready for casualties, but focus on keeping our team operational. We do this carefully and efficiently." Liam worked quickly, analyzing energy readings and shield patterns. He identified a critical vulnerability in the flagship's energy core, a place where a well-placed strike could disable it without destroying the entire fleet. Mia used the information to coordinate with Lemurian forces, assigning strike teams to distract and disable smaller vessels while the humans targeted the flagship. Arya Voss and her team guided civilians to safe zones, repaired key infrastructure, and relayed real-time information to the humans. The Lemurians were inspired by the humans' courage and efficiency, following instructions precisely and working as partners rather than just victims. This level of coordination was unprecedented, a combination of human ingenuity and alien knowledge creating a powerful force. The Horizon executed the plan. Human pilots darted through enemy lines, avoiding fire while striking key targets. Lemurian craft moved in tandem, amplifying the effects of the coordinated attacks. Energy beams were redirected, shields were overloaded, and the flagship began to falter. Alex gave final commands, guiding a precise strike that targeted the weak point Liam had identified. A burst of energy erupted as the flagship's core was disabled. Its weapons shut down and smaller Korath ships scattered, retreating from the planet. The Lemurians cheered cautiously, knowing that the immediate danger had passed. The humans had turned the tide, proving that courage, intelligence, and teamwork could overcome even overwhelming odds. Ethan attended to minor injuries and checked on the health of both humans and Lemurians. The aftermath was intense but manageable, thanks to the planning and coordination. Alex debriefed the team, praising their quick thinking, bravery, and focus under pressure. "Today, we've shown what humans can do, not with sheer power alone, but with intelligence, courage, and unity. Remember this, because it is our greatest strength." On the Lemurian planet, Arya looked around at the survivors, the repaired shields, and the recovering cities. She felt a profound sense of gratitude. The humans had arrived, not as conquerors, but as allies who risked everything to save lives. The Lemurians had learned a new way of courage, one that combined skill, intelligence, and hope. As the Horizon prepared to leave orbit, Alex and his team observed the planet from above. Fires were still burning in isolated areas, but life was returning. The humans had made their mark, not through domination, but through action, strategy, and heart. The story of the rescue, the bravery, and the ingenuity of humans would echo through the galaxy, a tale that would inspire countless civilizations. With the flagship disabled and the Korath retreating, the immediate threat had ended. Yet Alex knew that the galaxy was vast, and danger could arise elsewhere. The humans had demonstrated their potential, proving that intelligence, adaptability, and courage were forces no enemy could ignore. The Horizon moved away from the planet, leaving a planet saved, a species inspired, and a galaxy that had just witnessed the power of humanity in its finest form. With the Korath fleet retreating into the distance, the Lemurian planet slowly returned to a state of cautious calm. Fire still burned in sections of the city, but energy shields remained strong, and civilians were moving safely through repaired tunnels and streets. Commander Alex Mason and his team watched from the horizon, knowing that their mission had succeeded, but also aware that the galaxy was far from safe. Alex gathered his team in the ship's command center. Liam Carter reviewed energy readings, confirming that the Korath ships were retreating in disarray. Mia Lawson coordinated communications with the Lemurian leaders, ensuring that all remaining threats were neutralized. Ethan Brooks checked the medical systems one last time, attending to the remaining minor injuries among humans and Lemurians alike. The crew exhaled, a mixture of relief and satisfaction washing over them. On the planet, Arya Voss looked at the repaired energy shields and the surviving citizens. She knew that the humans had changed everything. Their courage, intelligence, and determination had not only saved lives, but had also inspired her people. The Lemurians began rebuilding their cities, stronger and more resilient than before. Their technology combined with the human strategies created a new level of preparedness that would protect them for generations. Alex spoke to the Lemurians through the translation system. You have shown courage and strength. Humanity was proud to stand with you. Remember that the galaxy is vast and dangerous, but you are not alone. There are allies who will answer when help is needed. The words, simple but sincere, resonated deeply with the Lemurians. They understood that the humans had risked everything to help a distant species, not for reward or glory, but because it was the right thing to do. As the Horizon prepared to leave orbit, Alex reflected on what they had accomplished. Humans had entered a new stage of their role in the galaxy. No longer were they just observers or explorers. They were protectors, capable of shaping events with courage and intelligence. The mission had shown that human ingenuity, adaptability, and determination were powerful forces, able to influence even the farthest reaches of space. The Lemurians watched the horizon ascend into the stars, a symbol of hope and courage. They knew that other civilizations would hear of this event and that humanity's reputation would grow as a species that could face the most impossible odds and succeed. Children and adults alike whispered stories of the humans who had come, fought, and saved their world. On the horizon, the crew relaxed for the first time since the mission began. They shared stories, laughter, and reflections. Liam commented on the cleverness of the Lemurians. Mia noted the bravery of the civilians, and Ethan smiled at how much they had learned from working with an alien species. Alex looked out into the stars, thinking of future missions and the challenges yet to come. Humanity had proven itself, but the galaxy was vast, and adventure awaited. The journey back to Earth was filled with a quiet sense of accomplishment. Reports would be given, lessons would be shared, and humanity's role in the cosmos would be remembered. The story of the rescue, the courage of humans, and the inspiration they brought to the Lemurians would echo through time. The galaxy had witnessed what humans could achieve when courage, intelligence, and unity guided their actions. As Earth came into view, Alex and his team prepared to return home. They had saved a civilization, demonstrated human ingenuity, and shown that bravery and compassion were the strongest forces in the universe. The mission was complete, but the legacy of their actions would live on, a beacon of hope for all who dared to look to the stars. Humanity had answered the call, and in doing so had truly shaken the galaxy.